Absolutely. So back onto Ankara we go. And this time around, it will be Penta Sports up against Anubis Gaming. So let's hop into the first match of the day and the first set of the day onto Ankara. All right, here we go. It looks like Anubis Gaming will be starting off on Blacklist side with Penta Sports starting off here on the Global Risk side. And based off of what we saw yesterday, these are the two teams that were more likely to go for some, you know, they like to mix up their strategies a lot, not always play one style, and go for some interesting pushes at times as well.
And it mentioned that Anubis had some tough time catching up to speed. Was similar for Penta, but Penta had a lot more different variety of strategies in terms of, especially from the GR side. So let's see if Anubis can actually have a pretty good read on what Penta wants to do.
Seems like Rain must have heard him coming there, was able to pop out at exactly the right time and take the first kill here up against Snake. And he was playing a bit forward. You know, you don't always see GR side playing up this far.
Had some vision controlled over the center. Was the reason why he could actually go into that quarter connector. It was a nice connection.
It's a great flick, but he got flashed again. So Yusef able to pick up that kill, but it seems like they know exactly where a couple of members of Anubis are at this moment.
And it's up to Terror on the side. He gets another one, also with the headshot from Nuke. So a whole lot of pressure coming out from the GR side. I like it, because since Anubis didn't really stretch out too far into any parts of the map, and so it was actually Penta coming out for more vision and information.
Yeah. Not the first time they've done something like that. Here's Nuke getting shot in the face by Monkey, who is going to spot him coming pretty far down there. And now they're all hanging out in the office outside of, looks like this fourth member, Yusef, over on the left side towards quarters.
After some control over the office, because they had no control, no vision. Near the office last time, it is Jin. Going a little aggressive. Yeah, he's going to find that kill, easy.
All right, the rotation coming on over. Pew is going to spot them, backs away, looking for some safety, wants to go for a re-entry with his team. Not a bad idea at this point. Didn't want to go 1v4, so certainly just fine.
And Pew trying to be ready with the bomb planted, a top. And also two guarding the vent.
Oh, a great reaction time there from Monkey. Tries to pop out here against Rain, and he's going to get a second one there, so nicely done. And he was cleaning this one up easily after getting the bomb down over at A.
Had clean open access to A side, since GR was actually moving up from that B side, opening up A top at all. Anubis had an easy read this time. But when it's not being opened, okay, that's a great start. Anubis, they do have to open up and then go in. Ooh, nice nade fake and then going into yard directly. And switching into the B bottom now.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for Penta to catch up to this kind of a rotation. As you can see, there's only one member, it looks like Terror, who is on the site and should be spotting them here. Nuke has come over at the same time to try to help defend.
Terror actually backed up, letting them control that B top space. But they want to go a little bit slower from B long.
That was actually pretty nice. They're able to line up together and get a 2-for-1 essentially. 3-on-3 now. They're going to get aggressive onto the site here. That is a great flash right on top of Nuke as he's coming up.
still being won. The Jaguar had a massive kill from the member coming from the yard side. And that was big, just closing all the angles so that the three men could solely focus on the B long. So Anubis again with pretty quick rotation, which we haven't really seen yesterday. As we have seen what all teams could do when they have confidence, when they have speed. You can do so much better. You get so much better of a result from BL especially. So Anubis trying to open up some space from B again. But Jin does take out one from the central passage.
Yeah, he's been doing that pretty consistently. Not necessarily always here, but it's getting that first snipe kill. And, you know, doesn't get much else, but at least a 1-for-1 is always going to be good, especially when you get it before you die. As here comes the push, Terror spots them coming in. And gets shot in the side of the head there. Wasn't expecting him to hop up. Snoop is going to pop out now and be able to take one out. Nice little flick there. Jin also able to get another snipe, and it's only Monkey left on B bottom.
Running for his life. And peeks out, takes some more damage, 33 HP left. But against this many members, can't really do too much on his own. A pretty good defense by Penta. Terror there did go down without doing too much. But a pretty solid defense with his teammates following up right after. Well done by Penta there.
Ooh, Jin again. I think he's gotten a snipe kill in 4 out of 5 of these rounds so far. And he's doing really well for himself. And, well, we were expecting these two teams to be pretty evenly matched. And so far it has been a pretty even start here, although Anubis is kind of, you know, getting ahead at the moment. We'll see if they can keep it up.
That's partially because Snare is not able to retrieve the fire back to his teammates. Yeah, keeping the central passage yard side open, the central long. Yeah, but because of that, Jin is able to get some fun, get a lot of fun actually, by picking it into yard.
Oh man, he's just lining them up.
Yeah, there's great connections.
We're gonna need Snare to step up. You were talking about the amount of sniper battles we've had. After day 1, seems to be a very common thing here as we have some really talented snipers in the EUMENA region.
You can already tell from his movement that he's just feeling confident. And he can just peek in without even zooming in. He can just quick zoom and scope him. So from the yard side, they know they checked Anubis. They checked that there is a sniper, and then immediately backs out, which gives a lot more pressure.
Oh man, those are a couple of great entry kills here. Pew is also going to go down. Anubis, have you done it? But Nuke is going to shut one down here in the backside of A. They're going to try to push in together, but at the end of the day, it is going to be Anubis that do come ahead. Snake picking off so many members there as they were able to move into the A site.
Snake there getting a little lucky against his opponents. Opponents were either jumping or moving to the side, so their aim could not really line up too much with the recoil. On the other side, Snake was literally right in front of him. Just getting those easy 2 kills to begin. It made the 4v2 a little too easy with those 2 kills.
You can see the adaptation that is coming out of Anubis. They say, we're not going to peek Jin. This guy is on fire. We just don't want to have to deal with them. Although Terror seems to have gotten some good information here as he throws the grenade at the right time. And you can see Snare's trying to challenge him here finally. Someone is. And will get that shot, but Nuke comes over and helps out. 1 for 1.
And Terror comes from the side again. One more, but Snake is at the same spot. 3v3. And in this situation, BL controls a lot more on the map. And with the C4 controlled, moving towards the A site, Penta left that A top open. And while just one is checking the front yard, the other two just checking office, making sure it's not being planted anywhere near B site. So they should have a pretty good idea. It has to be an A plant.
Yeah, Pew seems to have a decent idea of where Monkey is, spots him there. And now Rain and Nuke are going to come over here and maybe try to isolate him. But Monkey spots this. Gonna throw down. Oh, he's getting a bit aggressive here. Flash. Usually they just sit on the site and try to hold it down, but I love this. He's going to poke out, get a headshot. And with the help of his friends, it's only Rain that is left. He gets one kill, but immediately goes down in Anubis. Looking really good here. 4-2 so far on the BL side.
It seems like he's trapped on the side. He doesn't have an escape, a direct escape. But his teammate can cover for him when the enemies come in from a long, since you can get all that angle from a top. So good decision there. Not just waiting, but also poking out, getting some pre-fire shots. Good teamwork play by Anubis after taking A site.
Yeah. And I like how Monkey, he starts with the Alm and he's like, yeah, we're not gonna let Jin keep just getting free kills anymore. Let me go 1v1 and take him out. So many sniper duels that we have seen so far here. And it looks like Monkey is pretty confident himself.
After getting a few into A site, Anubis moving in with speed.
Pew's going to go down 2. Nuke here in the back is able to pick off 1. But it is 3-on-2, and they're getting the bomb down right now. So Anubis once again going to have a great entry here.
Not bad flash, but didn't really hit too many. As Terra comes from the passage for a backup.
I like that snare. He gets good information, doesn't commit to it. He's just looking, forcing Terror in. Terror will get 1, but he is not going to get the round. 5-2 now to the side of Anubis here, who they look really great, especially here on the Blacklist side on Ankara. They look extremely comfortable with their rotations, and they're very confident and quick with it.
And the defense from the A side, it's actually a Penta that's been shaken up a lot by Anubis. And then when there's a big push into quarters, Anubis, they're making a switch into B side quickly. Forces a huge rotation, basically the entire squad. At least 3 of them from A side to come back.
Yeah. That time around, Monkey maybe a little bit too aggressive. He was pushing down into B bottom. Didn't necessarily have to be there, but that is his style, and it has worked out for him in the past.
Still 5v4, not bad as you got the bomb planted, 25 seconds. Yusuf again shows himself where he could wait from the bait spot.
Oh, that was great timing though. You see Snare is waiting up there, only 15 seconds left. Pew has to get onto the site. It's only Jaguar left, and with 10 seconds left, can he do it? He gets 1, and now he's just got to buy some time. He's running away, and he is going to buy more than enough time, and even picks up the kill.
And that's another round going for Anubis. 6-2. When it was, I believe it was just down to 2-2 to make it even, and then 4 straight for Anubis. It's great tactical switches. And Penta, they thought waiting at A top is just not enough for a massive push. Then they have an aggressive GR push right after. So this is the 3-2 split that we have seen yesterday from Anubis. Forces a big rotation into that A site. And then secretly come from a B bottom.
Yeah. And you could see that the snipe happened on A, and Terror was not expecting that, but he actually finds and gets the jump onto Monkey. And now it is only Snake. This is looking good for Penta to potentially come back. But let's see what Snake can do.
And the C4 is dropped right next to that B site. And there is a sniper, so for Snake to return fire on this, yeah, he has to come from the office. Coming in from the yard is basically a free kill. Office timing peak and getting at least 1 or 2 kills should be good enough.
Spots 1. Okay, that's 1 on 2.
But still gives the information you are coming from the office.
Mm.
And there's Jin waiting at the door.
Bit of a flash, but no committal. He is coming on over here. You see that Rain is waiting for him.
I would have liked him coming from B bottom a little more.
Yeah.
This is still very dangerous.
He can get in and get under the boxes. He's going to get one, and now he's just got to look for Jin. Waiting for the angles. He's going to smoke it. If he could, oh, he's going to get the headshot. There you go, the 1v3. And we were thinking that Penta may be able to squeak through on a 3rd round, but they couldn't even do that. It's 7-2 from the Blacklist side by Anubis.
And Anubis now only need 3 more from GR. For Penta though, even though they had a pretty good start, especially Jin having lots of opening kills, ever since he was stopped by Anubis, Penta could not really get their hands on any of the opponent's members.
Penta gonna take this a bit slower. We'll see how their rotations are. You can see that Yusef is already over by the office entrance, just waiting over there, and this is going to be a push down into front yard.
And Snake is ready.
All right, they have the information now. Snake is going to pick off one, gets a double kill, does go down, and waiting for them is Yusef from the other angle. That is a total wipe, and they put an end to that aggression so easily. 8-2 now by Anubis. This is it's kind of looking like Golden V from yesterday.
It wasn't just those 2 members from the yard. It wasn't just bait spots. It was actually both. Wait, 5 men out into quarters. They want to finish the game ASAP.
They've had enough of this, and they will be able to take out one. But you see that Penta is fighting back and actually does get the lead here. Yusef trying to get more than one. Will have to do that. There he will. Runs out of bullets, but he's able to reload here. 2 on 1, and Jin is actually going to light them both up with the pistol. Somehow, some way, keeps the dreams alive here for Penta.
Penta can try that several more times.
Anubis.
Anubis coming out from the quarters, and Penta just going out. And it wasn't like them having some teamwork to fight against them. They just literally went one by one, saying, okay, let's just have a duel, see who's better.
Yeah, they're like, we are just better than you right now.
I'm up for this challenge.
Yeah. And the way the games have been going, I don't blame them. When you get that confident in Crossfire, you can kind of just run at the enemy sometimes.
I mean, Penta had so many more of other ways, going into office, forcing themselves into passage, or going back a little bit and bait the big rotation coming from quarter passage. This time into A top.
Oh boy.
Oh, the air duct.
They've even got Snake on the perfect base spot. We've seen this before. Not able to get the final spread, but it does not matter because he has so many teammates that are left available after he goes down. 9-3 now for Anubis. Just the 1 round more, and they will secure Ankara.
Penta not really having too many chances anymore. How do they spread out? And where do they go? They were pretty much stopped by the 2 men and 1 more backup coming quickly into A side from Anubis. Penta looking to go into B bottom. Jin does take some damage by peeking into the doors into office.
Monkey is waiting here. He's going to come out, gets the 1 tap, does go down. But he was pretty low on health, so not bad. Swinging around here is Snake. Trying to find the angle, pops out, but goes down himself. Now 3 on 3. So we got a couple of low health members here. They're going to try to charge him down on B bottom and will be successful.
Jackyard does see the C4, sprays down, gets a kill. That's 2-1 now. About to finish the map. Q's the only one member with 7 HP.
And there it is. Last round secured. 10-3 was the round score on Ankara here. Anubis Gaming coming out and making a statement. They say we lost yesterday, but not today. Today we are winners.
Actually a pretty quick map for Anubis. Whereas when we thought Penta was going to actually, after doing so well in the first two, and within the first four, it was down to just 2v2. The 2-2 game score. And then since then, it has been just dominance all over the board from Anubis.
Yeah, really quite one-sided. We're taking a look at some of the highlights here. And a lot of them did go to Jin on the side of Penta, but he was really the only one who was quite consistently getting kills. Other than that, it's pretty much just the Anubis show, as this was a big moment where they actually pushed in 3v5 and were able to take the site. Definitely a morale buster for Penta.
Snake had some good angle and timing attacks up on the front side. Yeah, and also a great save against some 3v1 situation there.
That was another good play by Jin, but unfortunately for them, he was the only one who showed up for Penta Sports. So we'll have to see if the rest of his team can join him here on Compound, as we are going to move on to Compound for the second set of the night. All right, off we go into Compound. It's been a couple of these maps that have been very popular amongst the EUMENA teams so far. And curious to see here as Penta is going to start on the Blacklist side this time around.
And it's also going to be about the control from the center of Plaza. How much you actually open up into the GR base. And Anubis keeping the center part open 100%. 3A to B, but a very spread out B with the bait.
Snake is gonna spot them coming in, at least gets the one. It's the rotation and through the smoke trying to shoot them down. Good shot there from Rain. They have secured this B bomb site.
But Anubis comes in quickly. And all of them going down. Did like the timing, so it didn't. Did like the timing, so before giving too much time for them to actually position themselves around the server and around the back for bait spots. Even letting them into the pillar room. Yeah, Anubis just came in and says, okay, we lost the control on B site. Let's see where they are. It didn't really work out, but not bad with the speed, and the decision making was pretty quick.
Yeah, it was a pretty good maneuver from Penta. Got to hand it to them. We'll see if they mix it up and go any other direction this time around. There's so much smoke here, rather, in the middle. As you can see, Anubis is trying to deter them from coming in from the same angle. They also had one member sitting in there towards the GR base, trying to shut down that rotation, but into A they go.
And the rotation totally spotted, but it was sort of opened up by Anubis by having a mistimed matchup from GR base.
Oh, that was a great shot, but he is going to get shot on the side here. In comes Jaguar. Will go down. It's all up to Yusef now. All alone. See if he can rotate fast enough to catch them by surprise, but Nuke already waiting for him on the right side and will be able to take him out. That's 2 in a row now for Penta on BL. Looking pretty good, actually, for them starting off on Compound.
They can continue to push this quickly. Either A, B, baby, it doesn't matter. When they have the momentum, they should try it at least a few more times. Before Anubis actually wakes up and brings a round for themselves. But again, Penta slowing the tempo. Maybe expecting a push from the GR side, which is unlikely. Except for the pillars.
He was just getting in there. He's going to get dominated by Snake. Was kind of going by himself all the way through.
Yusef does overextend it just a little bit after not really getting too much from Central Plaza. It was just a kill, not really vision control into center. Do you have a feeling that Yusef is playing some... He's playing the game sort of alone in the team?
Yeah, we've seen some players from both of these lineups trying to do that from time to time. Yusef has done that. Snare's done that from time to time. Rain did it yesterday a lot with a bunch of rotations. Ooh, that timing, though. I don't think he was able to see him, and he is going to back away.
Unless he tagged with the ID, which I don't think happened.
It is possible.
And big rotation into the pillars. Less than 40 seconds. So they do need to move. Opening up from a... Yeah, shots fired, being fired from A entry.
Sniped down, but here comes the real entry onto B. Immediately Snake waiting in the bait spot. Doesn't get the kill. Jin also snipes one. And you can see that is a pretty clean entry there. A bit low.
Very low. For Terror, those two members can go down within just 2-3 bullets. It's up to Jin.
A little bit of a mess up there on the flashes, and they, they end up running in anyway and dying immediately. 3 in a row here for Penta on the blacklist side. It looks like we may have a flip from what we saw on map 1, as this is now all Penta here.
Penta making quick rotations from A side into B. Wow, that's got to be one of the most damaging grenade that we've seen.
Yeah, he took a bunch of them to the face as he was running into position, and not much he could do about that one. So just kind of going to scout there in the middle.
Now in another base spot for Yusef, but except for him, it's basically 4-man A site. Getting some vision from the A top. And Snare. He's starting to find a few kills now.
Yeah. Maybe a bit warmed up, you know. The rest of his team was carrying him on Ankara a bit.
That can be a sign again for Anubis. As Penta has been pushing him to the edge every single time. Making it just a little too easy just to get a tap on him. After losing Pew, Penta taking a lot of time again, trying one opening up from A entrance. Who's coming in first?
Here we go. Jaguar waiting. He's able to just spray them down. Only gets one, actually. Could have definitely done a bit of a better job there, but Monkey is able to come on in here and leave Nuke alone. Nuke 5-0 right now. Hasn't died even a single time on their 3 wins so far.
And do like the rotation. Let's have the C4. Ooh, and a pretty good duck there. If Monkey came out without ducking, it could have been a headshot.
Absolutely. So Anubis finally able to get on the board here, but it's a little bit late. And you have to wonder how they're feeling because they got dominated a bit by some of the aggressive pushes from Penta. And even Golden V was mentioning yesterday how they had to group up as a team, talk it out, and say, let's get more aggressive, let's go for some pushes and play with confidence, and that really helps them. And maybe Penta had a bit of a talk like that in between the maps.
Penta surprisingly just going for A attacks all over again. When it was actually being opened by the big rotation of Monkey into A long.
Yeah. We saw a lot of members of Anubis were in towards pillars, and they weren't able to stop just going straight into A. And
yeah, I call these rotation merry-go-round, where the GR goes out to BL and BL goes into GR, and they don't really face each other.
Ooh. It's a couple of good kills, but he was able to pick up a double kill. Snake coming in here. Jaguar gets one, but Nuke in the corner is able to get the headshot through the smoke and keep Penta's dreams going here as they move forward 4-1 now on Compact.
Thought it was almost possible for Anubis to take that one back. Yeah, but in a pretty good bait spot, gets the final 2 kills. And now, since a side attack has been slowed down, or at least been sort of taken back from Anubis, they force more into pillar. I think Penta, what they're thinking is that if they send more members to pillar, there are lots of base spots where Yusef is. And oftentimes it slows their rotation down by far. They're trying to open up from center again. And they will be successful.
It feels like Anubis really needs to lock down the central passage because they have been caught like this so many times. I mean, that's 5 against 0 in terms of people left alive. Penta 5-1 now. And it's the same dominance we saw out of Anubis on map 1. Maybe we'll just see another 10-3 except going the other way. Who knows? As the push is coming in, and you could see, as I mentioned, and Anubis are like, well, we're just going to put 4 people here in the middle and see if that works out.
They needed to put a few more in the base spots. Also having the boost. Yeah, keeping the boost up here so you can get the better angle when they come in.
Yeah, this is always a fun one. And you could see that Snare was waiting over here at the pillars. So he was the one guy that wasn't towards the middle and was looking towards the flanks just in case this is the one time Penta doesn't go down the middle.
Which I like a lot from Anubis. The switch was needed to have this much more bait. And Snare just being the sniper from the B side.
Nice try. Didn't end up working out though, and they're actually, from the middle, Terra's able to pick up a kill onto Monkey from behind, catching him off guard. But still, Anubis able to lock down this B bomb site. The C4 though, in the middle of the map at the moment.
And Penta Sports making a huge rotation into center and A side. Terra already checked that there's no one. Yeah, with Nuke coming around the corner from the B pillars. It'll take some more time, but they do want to have a safe option. And plant A.
All right, let's see how it goes here. As Terror is really nice spot here. He's been having a great map so far. And you can see he's able to open it up and get that bomb down with his teammate. Now waiting below. Snake is able to pick off one. They're going to flash and rotate around. Jin actually is in the central passageway here. As down will go the one member, but where's the last guy? That's the question. As they don't know. They do not know, but he's going to miss that shot. Now he's going to have to go for the pistol and try to shoot down the guy who was defusing and will get that. And Snake eventually will get the kill and the defusal finally for Anubis, who only now pick up their second round.
That came very, very close. If he had some more nade and a few more resources, I think Jin could have done a lot more. But reading that he's a sniper, expected him to come from a long the connector entrance. But after not seeing anyone, Anubis made the right call to slide into the entrance, not just to walk in.
All right, here comes the rotation in towards pillars. Only got one member there in the central plaza. We'll get some information for his team is Jin, and ooh, nice little snipe from Jin, but Snare able to get the one pistol kill. He's been the one guy locking down that angle so far, but not able to do it that well this time around.
Even with that many exchange, still PENTA is going to push their way through into B site.
Oh, that's actually a really nice smoke to make this a little bit more difficult for Snake to get the bait spot, but he will at least get one kill. Monkey in towards the middle, towards the GR base perhaps, did go down, and now it's only Jaguar who is going to try to stop them, and he's up against the two guys that are on a roll. Terror and Nuke have been carrying this PENTA lineup.
Especially Nuke, just having a lot of opening headshot kills. So 22 seconds. Jaguar just showing himself that he's coming from the side.
And that is not going to work out. 6-2 is going to be the score here so far for PENTA. Gotta love it. They are showing tenacity, coming back in this one in a big way. We'll see if they can actually close this one out. 6-2. Again, extremely dominant. And they have been reading Anubis quite well so far.
And even from the bait spot, they were about to go back and make a rotation. Now A-side is open from double pillar. I mean, 3 men going on a chase. Having a little bit of a Tom and Jerry here.
Yeah. I like that they read the pressure really well and were able to push in and come in from behind.
But these bait spots are off angle. Ooh, good check. But one more shouldn't be expected, but only a pistol. If he had an AK, I think he could have handled that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, from the Blacklist side, 6-3, definitely going to be the start they're looking for here on Compound. But let's see what Anubis have, if they can actually fight back here, or if they're just going to go down without a fight on Compound.
After the first map, it is Anubis is playing as if their GR really wasn't prepared. I mean, they did make a switch into double bait spot for the center, but it came a little too late. And ever since the switch came, PENTA never pushed into the center. And when they did, they actually made it work by forcing at least a member into B side or A side with the rotation.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that PENTA were more prepared for this map. And it has amounted to a bunch of wins for them so far. We got 4 members here of Anubis thinking about a long. And just one other guy moseying in towards the pillars.
Rain just at a off-angle bait spot, a long. And with that many resources, he should know.
He's going to get 2 of them. Finally does go down as Jaguar comes in third. But that's going to be a great start for them. The snipe, though, is not going to work out as Jaguar will pick up a second kill.
As Jin is again on this map trying to get some peeking kills. And it is not as easy since there are lots of close distance combat. It's hard to get anyone coming off from the GR base and get that snipe kill.
All right, here comes 3 members of Anubis in towards B. They have what it takes. It looks like Pew has spotted them. Going to throw out the flash grenade. He's going to run around here in the servers. Picks up 2. Looks at the third. Snare, though, with a double kill with the sniper. Is trying to get that headshot onto Pew now. And he is going to line it up just barely as squeaking by with a 4th round win is Anubis there. It wasn't clean, but I suppose it got the job done.
As long as you can win and take all the members down. Snare finally doing some work with the pistol and sniper. But the rest of the squad is still not being as active compared to map number 1. Talking Monkey and especially Youssef, who had a lot more chances from those B-side bait spots. But he was alone, never really having the backup. I think pressured him a lot more to overextend.
Trying to get some nades down, and you can see they're checking every little bait spot, every kind of angle they could be in with a bunch of grenades and stuff like that. They're not going to commit to this push, though. They're just seeing if they could catch someone out. And now it looks like they are going to rotate elsewhere on the map, as we're looking at potentially a long here. So far, nobody really taken much damage at all. So still a very even round so far.
And Anubis starting to crawl into a site. A long is open, and only Jin guarding behind that office desk.
Snake, perfect spot here. He knows that Rain loves to go for those kinds of rotation, and he punishes him. Monkey able to follow up with another kill here, and Anubis have taken the A-bomb site. Now this Jaguar extremely aggressively. He's going to pay for it.
Wait far out. As Penta, of course, ready for that, ready for those type of movements. Still, the retake is going to be very hard. 17 seconds.
It's really just not enough time to kill 4 members. They get 1. Pushing up here is Monkey, and he is just going to line him up with Youssef. You could see the crossfire that they had there on that bomb site. And Anubis coming through with 2 in a row here on Blacklist. We talk about how the GR side generally seems to be favored, but doesn't seem to be the case so far here on this map.
Even on this map, it's slightly GR favored, not as much as the other maps, I would say. But because you can, once you get that massive control towards the center, then the BL just takes over. And for both teams, a lot of the times, they let that central part open. I think that's the reason why BL is able to do a lot better. First half and second half so far.
Yeah, both of those teams have been using that strategical advantage to take a bunch of these wins on the Blacklist side. Anubis now grouping up in mid. Will they actually go for a mid push? Haven't seen that yet. As we got Pew slowly making his way in.
And they had few smokes.
Oh man, that was just some severe damage. Coming in from behind, and Anubis were not covering their flanks.
Cuts everyone down. Monkey at least got a kill from a long, which I think he should have won in the moment. The moment Pew striked from the side.
All right, big rotation coming in now towards B. You can see that there are still a couple of members from Penta over towards A. One of them rotating now. It looks like Terror will be that one. A snare. Looking to find Jin here. They have spotted each other, but Jin is going to miss that first shot.
Hard to get that window jump. Flashed. And takes some damage from the nade. Good pickoff.
Excellent pickoff. He gets a couple. Now it's only Monkey. This guy has been clutch in the past.
Yeah, but
See what he can do.
C4 is next to the server. And Jin still with an AWM.
He's only got 18 bullets. He is able to line up one, but then gets shot from below. Penta able to secure yet another round. And looks like we may have one of our members disconnecting, so might have to go into a remake of the room to get everybody back in.
as we have seen a couple of rounds in the second half, and it has been massively favored for Penta to start off in this first half. But ever since the second half started, Penta having a rough time actually defending in their GR side. Anubis has been breaking into lots of sites, A and B together, sort of using a similar strategy where you leave a member from A long and then leaving the rest in the center or to the double pillars, which Penta already tried, but Anubis Gaming not yet in that chance. So I think a lot of these strategies are actually similar for both teams, which should actually bump into each other because they're having similar strategy. But when they go into GR, they leave the central part open, making it somewhat easier for BL to, okay, if we control about 70% of the map, they can just freely move around and make those big rotations. And I think that's the reason why BL's having a lot better of a score in this matchup. And another reason why Anubis might actually get the map back because Penta is actually letting them happen.
I mean, it's definitely possible. That was a pretty decent job that time around, able to secure at least one more round for themselves. But I do agree that the Blacklist side looks stronger for both of the teams. And so far, I think overall that Anubis has looked like the stronger team. So it does feel like we are leaning a little bit for them to come back. And it is only a gap now of 2 rounds. So really anything could happen from here. But we'll have to wait and see. The players are getting back into the lobby now. So it's should be ready to go in just a moment. So don't you worry, guys.
All the players readied up. I think it's still 75. And Anubis still two less compared to Penta. But I think there is a chance where they can come back again from BL. It depends on what Penta wants to do. If they have massive focus into A side or B side, having like up to 4 men, even 5 men into one side, having a great defense, I think that's going to be the key. If they just have 2-3 split, a 3A, 2B, then it might be a greater chance again for BL.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how the strategies all change as we are making our way in. That was a good maneuver from Pew to come in from behind and get them ahead. That was really the difference maker in that last round. And it does look like the map is up and loaded. So we are going to jump right back into that and see exactly how this one does finish out here on Compound.
So 7-5. And now Anubis off to a slower start. Let's see, they are getting just the control into the A entrance. And slow retake on starting from Plaza now. As they were stabbed from Pew peeking out from the pillars. The B connector.
There's a couple of them in there now. And Snake is the one that's going to find him, but Pew is going to get the first shot.
Yeah,
And C4 is all the way back there, so.
Snake peeked, but didn't really realize that the enemy was right in front of him. So had a weird angle.
And they're going to be able to pick up the bomb now. We'll see where they go from here. As there is one member, it looks like Monkey, all the way in towards A-Long, but he is alone. And there were about 3 members of Penta leaning towards that A-bomb site, so we'll see how the defense does come in.
Rain. Also Nuke from A-top. Trying to close the doors.
Oh, that was a great shot on the entry there. Monkey's able to pick up 2. This guy has been so solid. And he's going to get a good timed grenade as well. Out comes Terror, very aggressive himself. Looking for the angles, finds Monkey, but Monkey finds him.
Yeah, Monkey massive 3 kills, 3 hits. Already gets tagged a few shots. But still not bad, 3-2.
Yeah.
Advantage still in Anubis. And time's ticking down.
Yeah, they have so much time. And that is going to be that final kill onto Pew. Pew has been quite strong himself. You can see he's the only one to get anything done in that round. But at the end of the day, Anubis are able to come ahead, and they are one step closer to tying this one up.
It was 5v4, but those 2 kills from Monkey, who's just got punished. From Jin now. 3 members controlling the center. The B push seems like an answer. But you don't exactly know if there's a push from A side happening at the same time because you don't have any men.
They might just go back towards center here, but Penta players litter the central plaza at the moment. That's going to be another snipe here from Jin.
Extremely wide map control by Penta.
Ooh, missed there, but it does not matter. Jin and Nuke going to find a couple, and that's going to be the last one. Jin picking up 4 kills in that last round. Looks like he's really confident as well. And he wants to make sure that his team can secure this map here. Only a couple of rounds away.
Only 2 more for Penta. Anubis 3 to tie, 4 in a row to win directly without extra rounds. So, and this time no further pressure from GR, but still the double angle split towards the center. And I think Anubis will try to break into it. Takes some damage from Nade.
That was good timing popping out there. Yusef and Jaguar gonna open it up. Coming on in. Let's see what Jin can do. He's not able to do much with the pistol as Pew will be forced to rotate. And he's coming in real quick, trying to come in from behind Yusef. Gets the one. Can they actually end this one? No, they cannot. Jaguar gets a couple more kills on top of the 2 that he already had. So Anubis keeping it close as they're only 1 round behind.
Catching up to maybe even the things up. As now Penta, they were off to a pretty good position, but the shots didn't really connect, even though they had massive favor when Anubis came in through the center, having 180 split. Even though there was a smoke, I think it should have been around for Penta with that positioning.
Pew's got a great spot here, but he's actually going to be red, and it does get taken out. A 1-for-1 for Pew. It's not always a bad thing, but Terror is going to follow up. Nice quick headshot there, gets a couple. And he is shutting down the pillars at the moment.
He's himself alone again. Great aim there.
Gotta love this from Monkey. He lines up
But if he gets one more.
Oh, man. This guy is crazy.
And he does have C4. If he's able to bring this round, he's the MVP.
Yeah,
There's
I mean, he
no
already
doubt.
is. Massive plays here. He's going to find 2
Oh!
more, and he lines them up. What a play. Monkey. This guy is insane. I don't know how he keeps on doing it. I loved the bait spot. Comes in and finds 2, and then he's able to line up 2 more.
He had the C4 control, didn't even go into the bomb site, expecting a rotation with both. What a clutch, such a smart play.
Absolutely. The guy is pretty insane, and now Pew, he has been spotted. He's taking a lot of damage, but he did get that first kill.
And except for Rain, the rest of the members are away from a site. Not bad.
That's a good start. Now Jin. Can Monkey do it again? The 1v4.
Monkey against the world.
Yeah. And this time it is not going to happen. He gets shot in the face by Jin. You could see now that Penta has at least forced ties. The extra rounds are a possibility, or they could just win it straight up here. Let's see how it goes. Pew has been so critical for his team.
And surprisingly, Snake not really showing up. And partially because Jin was able to poke this far.
Ooh, Snake and Monkey. Coming on in, getting a couple of kills. And separated as well. One was at Pillars, one was over at A-Long.
And then making a big rotation into B side. And Terror is falling back into B bottom. Actually going to the bait spot from the GR spawn.
This should be a clean entry. I mean, there's only 3 members. And there's 3 of them on A right now. So they're stacking A, hoping that they attack in there. But that is not where the attack is going right now.
That's because of the smoke coming down from the center. They expect to push into the center, and if that happens, it's a lot more likely from A site. But a wrong read as Anubis.
Look at Monkey.
And Monkey's position is crucial.
Yeah, easy kill there. And this is what you were talking about with BL control. It's looking pretty good for Anubis.
And it further delays the defense.
Yeah, look at him. He's just jumping back and forth.
This is round going for Anubis.
It should be. They're just going to back off of this one.
Yeah, less than 10 seconds now.
Yeah, there is just not enough time. Just going to go ahead and get that last kill. So we are going into extra rounds here as Anubis Gaming were just barely able to hold on. And I mean just barely. Monkey is already the MVP. It doesn't matter what's happened in extra rounds, in the golden round. This guy gave them a chance at life.
So 6-3 and 3-6. First half, second half. So the back and forth, a lot of focus and a lot of better fights from the BL side. Yeah, Compound is a map where a lot of teams actually does not like to play. For this reason, if they lose the control over the center, they can't really, there's not that many passage, and just basically one out the B door. And from the double pillars, it's a long way around. So if you just control the center part, the backup can't really happen. And there's also that small room where Monkey was at just now. It's hard to really peek into it. And if you get that control, it is pretty hard taking B side or A side back to the team.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what happens.
Absolutely. So the pushes on Blacklist are so important, and it was very obvious that Penta came prepared with some great ones. And that's part of the reason why they were able to get to where they are now, because honestly, they got blown out on Ankara. It was not close, and it did look like a very different game because of their preparation on the second map here of Compound. So props to them, but also to Anubis, to showing that, you know, we can get really far behind, and we didn't seem too well prepared on GR, but we are going to come in and show our prepared strategies, and they looked pretty good, even though it didn't seem as clean as Penta on the attack.
And extra rounds, you don't get to have that many more chances. It is only first 3 and second half 3. So you gotta make. I think you have to really, instead of being careful, I would like to see teams actually being more aggressive than what they had in the regular 9 rounds and 9 rounds. And I think this is exactly what you need in the extra round to actually bring it for the team.
Well, speaking of which, we're here. Penta rather, they are on the blacklist. So they're back to what worked for them, essentially. Rain is here scouting, good scout. Gets the information that they had pushed up into the pillars.
And with Jin, Penta does get control back and from the double pillar. Youssef again tried to go in deep, but after noticing something's up, does fall back all the way into B B bottom, actually towards the backup for A. I think after the first few smokes and flash into center, not feeling too much. I think Anubis, when they want to focus a lot more towards A. Which is not a bad read again, since Penta is not really controlling the GR spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, with this many hiding spots, Penta, even though they're right next to B, they're saying, where can they be hiding?
Yeah.
No shots actually being fired. Less than a minute now.
Penta's just kind of waiting for them to get impatient and poke their heads out, but it's not really happening. Anubis are pretty passive here on the defense.
Snake did peek out, but it's actually Penta approaching from center this time.
Yeah, you can see a lot of damage being done here by Snake, but he will be taken out. It looks like the entry is successful. They are going to get that bomb down. Snare is looking for the snipes, and he's just going to get sniped in the head. Has not much hope here for the side of Anubis. We talked about these retakes being so difficult. And unless Jaguar can pull off literally a miracle, it's not looking good for him. He's going to get one. And, okay, he'll take two. Maybe, okay, that's three. 11 seconds.
One at the bottom.
Yeah, not much he could do. Good try, but not enough. And Penta will take the round.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a slow read from Anubis. I think they should have forced a big rotation into center. After spotting B, leaving A side open, I think they had about 4 or 5 seconds before Penta came into B doors. And maybe this many extra rounds, that many rounds plus the extra rounds actually slowing them down in terms of decision making a little bit. Now with A long controlled by Anubis, actually having 3 men towards B, it should be doable now.
Yeah, this is the kind of defense you need. If
2 B bottom, 1 right next to box, and 1 as a backup.
they're actually pushing into A right now. Snare is going to spot him, but he gets lit up. And that does mean that Penta rather have gotten an entrance onto this A site. As Jaguar comes in here, he's looking pretty angry. Picks off 2, gets the wall shot. As now Terror is going to get shot down and taken out, and it's only 1 left, and that is going to be Anubis finally coming through and gathering around here on GR. And we talked about how important that is.
This retake was also somewhat lucky by some miscommunication, I think, or just teamwork mistake by Penta. Did see 2 of the members covering exact same angles. I think they should have opened up a little bit more.
Yeah. Would tend to agree. I mean, generally, Jaguar shouldn't just be able to run in there and, you know, blow 2 people up without them noticing when they have 4 people on the site.
I mean, it can happen, but only when you're certain that at least 2 or more opponent is coming from a specific angle, which in this case was wrong information.
Here we go again.
Again, real quick attack on the B site.
Yeah, and they are going to make it onto the B site. Monkey trying to come in from behind real quick. He's actually not going to find him. Snake gets 1 though. 3v3 as another shot here from the pillars by Snake. As Jin is uncertain, do I plant or not? Looks like he's going to go for it now.
Both B bottom. Server side.
Oh, nice shot there from Pew. He's going to be able to pick up a double kill. And that is pretty massive. The smoke getting so much work done as Youssef now gets a bit of damage done. He's going to jump in and get shot in the side. It's rough to get those retakes as we talked about. And Penta will take 2 as Anubis Gaming only pick up 1. And we are going to have to, once again, remake that room and switch the side so we can go to the second half of the extra rounds.
Yeah, pretty good pretty good position and the timing for Pew just now. Well, it was 3v2, but still, if you control the B bottom, it is possible. Unless you have a sniper with 2 riflers, it's actually pretty okay. Yeah, with that many smoke, unless you are running out of time. And Pew just poked out at the right timing, got the easy 2 kills, and then just one more to follow up. Yeah, pretty good for Penta. They're about to take it with 2-1. They're in the lead.
Yeah, they are in the lead. But again, it's actually all the same ratios, right? Both teams were winning 2-to-1 ratio on Blacklist, and then even here in extra rounds, they're winning 2-to-1 on Blacklist. I wouldn't be surprised if Anubis come in and they go 2-to-1 on Blacklist, and then we have the golden round. I'm just curious to see who would be on Blacklist for that one. I guess maybe it would go to the home team's decision.
No. Yeah, with the second half in the extra, I think it's basically Anubis. And to get that number 4, they need 3 in a row.
That they do. We'll see if they can pull it off, or is Penta going to hold them off here? And let's see how it all goes down. As just gonna take it slow to begin with here for Anubis, and it's always important to take a look at how the GR side is defending. Seems like a pretty passive setup so far. We have 3 on A, 1 guy checking in towards pillars, and 1 guy from B looking at center.
And Anubis surprisingly going for A long. Thinking that there would be bait towards a GR spawn, or maybe even a boost. So they don't even spend too much resources going into the long site. Checks that everything is open and keeps 1 man. Yeah, Monkey right in front, and then makes a big rotation to B site.
Yeah.
Trying the similar strategy again.
And if there's one member you want alone, it is Monkey. I mean, the guy can he can really catch you by surprise. He's got some really great reaction times and has been able to pull off multiple, 1v2, 1v3 scenarios. And
yeah, smoke mid. Smoke mid near spawn. Then I think they're just going A though.
Some flashes coming out here as Nuke spotted, and they're able to pull off a huge defense as nobody's making it through. It is a 5-for-0 as Penta now just 1 round away as they took 2 on the Blacklist side. That was a kind of a pitiful push from the side of Anubis. It was looking a little bit off and slow, and Penta easily read that one and shut it down.
Yeah, good strategy, but way too slow. Makes it a little too easy for Penta to read when they're coming. I think they had less than 50 seconds when the push just started to happen towards A site.
Let's see how this one does go down. How are they going to change up their strategies? Pew is the one that's checking here towards the pillars.
Now Anubis, they need a miracle. 2 in a row to even up and win in the golden round.
Not quite able to get in the window, but you see that a smoke is going to come out, and they're just going to back away. Anubis a bit tentative about how they want to attack this one.
Yeah, smoking B from the side and the entrance and going. Ooh, this. I would have loved if they literally ran into A site, but this is a little bit slower. Do understand because it can be the last round for them. But most of the smoke's already gone from B site, so rotation's coming.
Ooh, they took a bunch of damage from some grenades. 45 seconds left here. And Anubis say, well, they know where we are. Let's try to rotate real quick once again. They're going to come all the way around towards the B site, it looks like.
Luckily, there's no one from GR actually making the big rotation. If there was even a single member anywhere on the map, I think they would have been found.
Snake can't get the job done. The flash is going to be good as Nuke takes down a couple. And okay, Snare is able to get one, as does Monkey. 12 seconds left, and they're going to get the bomb down just on time, as Monkey again being the hero from this off angle.
Needs to get at least one or maybe more.
Oh man, even through the flash, he is going to show up so huge for his team. Monkey just time and time again shows up and keeps the dream alive for Anubis.
As they would love to finish the map here and the match for Anubis. But Penta just one more.
Yeah.
Just one more from a map win.
And Anubis, if they win, we're going to have our first golden round, which would be really cool to see. So, kind of hoping for that. We'll see if we do actually get to it. As this is a pretty aggressive push here. That's going to be a miss from Jin.
A dangerous moment for both. But leaving one here is starting to get too easy for Penta now. Would love to see them going B all of a sudden.
Yeah, or at least maybe some kind of mid-push. It didn't work the first time around on BL, but it was kind of read really easily. It didn't come in very fast, so looks like they are going to go mid to A. Looks like, though, that's going to be a couple of opening kills here, although Jin is able to get the snipe. He goes down, and I think we might be having our first golden round because there's only 2 members left here from Penta.
I don't know yet. Pew opens up with a headshot. Makes it 3-2.
Oh, he gets shot, though, by Snake. And it's all up to Terror. 32 seconds left. As you can see, Monkey is in the smoke, and he will be able to get the shot down. And we are going to go to that final round as we're going to remake the room here and make sure we're all on the correct side before we do get into that one.
First golden round of the entire tournament. We'll have to see just one single round to decide it all. It might actually bring a match win for Anubis if they take it. And for sure, it's still being pretty rough for Penta right now, as they're still trying to retake, and every single time it seemed possible for Penta, Anubis just catches up to the numbers somehow, getting those 2 big wins, 3 big wins in a row. And that's been stopping Penta all the time. And if that happens all over again, I mean, it's just one more round, but the momentum sort of shifted towards Anubis right now.
Yeah. And it does look like the map is loading up right away. So we're just going to get to that in just a moment. And wow, all comes down to this. Just the one round.
It depends from what I do see Anubis from Blacklist and Penta in GR. So they'll be keeping the same movement. Let's see how quickly Anubis wants to attack. It has been a lot of the similar strategy into A site. Penta actually being aggressive. Pew out in the central plaza.
Oh, he was spotted, and Jin gets the snipe. That's a great start for them. And now Pew immediately just going to back away and say, okay, try to attack now. 4v5. Not going to be easy for Anubis now.
Not at all, especially when they lost their sniper. And now, where do they go? They smoke mid and check B angles. I think going directly B from pillars is also okay when you just have 4. Having one set up from A long, it will take way too much. You're already just left with 130. And you're down a member too. So less of firepower you can actually have. But Anubis, he loved this strategy.
Not the first time they've done this one. And we'll see who is actually going to poke out, if anyone actually does.
I think mid has to open up first through the smoke, and then the entrance here.
The typical smokes are going to come out here from the side of Penta. And even a grenade. It seems like Rain is thinking, okay, you know, they've done this so many times. Will they go for it? And they're actually backing out right now of the A-long position. And what is going to be the area of attack here for Anubis? They don't have much time.
They do have C4. Slowly going from Central Plaza, making sure there is no boost.
We haven't seen this one in a while from Anubis. Moving on in, Pew is going to open up with that first, make it 2. And Jaguar and Yusef, they're able to get in on the site. They're going to find Terror here and spray him down. Now 2-on-2 with the bomb down. We'll see what Anubis can do. Penta are going to have to go for this difficult retake.
2v2, bomb down, 34 seconds left. Jin's still waiting for Rain to come from side. Jin's still holding AWM, but I think he wants to pistol this one out.
He's seeing if anyone's up top, and generally you're not going to see that. So Flash comes in, and they got to make their move in now. Rain is going to find one, and they're going to get the 2 and the defuse, as Penta will come in and take the golden round. And we'll move on to our third map. Somehow, some way, Penta Sports slowly eke out that victory on Compound.
It did take a pretty long time for Penta to actually get that back, but just right at the end, coming out clutch, Jin having a massive control with that sniper, just making sure the angles were actually safe to cover for the rifler to come in from the side. I think that was a big moment. Anubis also had a pretty good chance, but just keeping towards the server. Thought if we keep close here, maybe we can buy some time. And they win the game by staying down here, which actually cost them that big, allowing the rifler to take control of B-top.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I mean, an extremely close match. You gotta hand it to Penta for just barely able to take that one. And yeah, just we are going to Port. You know, we haven't seen this map just yet here in the tournament. It's been a lot of Ankara. It's been a lot of Compound, a bit of Subbase. But today, it's going to be a bit different. This was a massive highlight here from Monkey, as the guy has, he's had a tournament so far, that's for sure. As just waiting to get onto Port here. Doesn't seem like we're ready just yet, but I'll let you guys know when we are. Port is going to be the third map of the match to decide who does take the win.
As I think when we go into Port, I think Penta actually has the favor in this matchup because Jin's been having such a good day. And Port is the map where you can peek so well from the center towards the bridge, where Jin would love to peek out and get those kills to begin.
Yeah, the guy has definitely been the better sniper tonight, including Ankara. Even though they got smashed there, he was the one consistently having a good day, whereas Snare hasn't shown up in the same way that he did even yesterday in their loss. So a bit worried about that one, but the rest of the members of Anubis have been having a great day overall. As it looks like we're just about ready to hop onto Port, guys. So let's jump into that right away without any delays here. As it looks like Anubis Gaming will be on Blacklist. We got Penta Sports on Global Risk.
As Anubis, they did like to push into the B entrance and the bridge. Now after throwing down a lot, going directly on top of bridge. But actually, Rain does go down after a small merry-go-round there.
Ooh, nice poke out from Nuke. But actually got shot through the box there. Headshot from Jaguar, 2-on-2 now. Pew coming in all the way from behind.
Still not bad as Jin is trying to look for any sort of rotation coming out from the back alley.
Yeah, they're both going to sit there in the back. Spotted is Pew. Flashes come in, but Snake and Jaguar just holding the low ground for now. They don't know where Jaguar is. He's going to pop out and easily just spray them down. Nicely done there on the attack.
So it was actually a pretty quick attack. Pretending like it's a B push. And then went into the central passage and on top of bridge. Rain couldn't really handle too much. And this is what I'm talking about. Jin getting those peaks on top of bridge all the way into the back street. All the way into the central street, excuse me. Which means that all the vision controlled from the central part is being held by Penta all the time. Pew, little bit of overextend. What?
I like that. And Jin, he's going to have a lot of fun on this map, as you mentioned. He's also going to take care of A-top. And is able to get his first kill of the contest so far.
I would like to see Snare going for that competition. You can't really let Jin control that much of the map by himself. I mean, other two maps are enough. I think Snare, even if you go down against him, bringing some information, maybe your allies right next to him.
Felt like Rain saw them as he plopped down there. And they were able to get a 1-kill trade at least.
Now with Monkey, a big challenging moment for Snare to go anywhere. Now first they have to find Jin. Find Jin last time was towards the GR spawn. Likely that he's at a top. So they're forcing the rotation and maybe going into the bridge and a long. I love love the rotation from Monkey.
Yeah.
He tried to get a kill onto Jin or any other member.
Ooh. Monkey's trying to do it again. He can't quite. Lots of time for them to come on in and get the easy defuse. Monkey kind of doing his thing, and Snare really just hasn't been able to step up to Jin at all tonight. And that time around, he's also going to get sniped. So a nice little start there from Penta, able to grab a round back. And we'll see how this one will go from here. As pushing up a bit here, actually, is Penta.
Fire in the hole!
And still center. You do use a lot of smoke to cover the bottom bridge. Yeah, but still, Anubis, I think they're still somewhat overwhelmed what Jin can do. So allowing that angle to be covered. Now, this time he's not here because Rain is at that bait position. And going all the way into the sideway. To maybe get that big check for Snare to open up a long.
Yeah, waiting on this one. We'll see how the sniper duel happens. Snare spotted, and they both miss. As okay over the top, Jin says hello, picks up 2. Terror also going to pick up 1. And Jin is just on fire. Able to get those 2 opening kills, and then the rest of his team easily able to swarm in and help out in the victory there. I'm gonna go ahead and give Jin the MVP of the match already.
I thought Monkey was the MVP of the match.
Well, he was the MVP of the second match. Yeah, but you know, if Monkey do win, or if Anubis do win, I'd probably still give it to Monkey.
But let's see, only a couple rounds in on port. As Anubis still looking to really find a easy hole so they can go in time after time. Monkey again opening up a lot of those kills.
Yeah. But that time Terror was able to shut him down. No problem there. And yeah, Anubis just having a little bit of trouble with their aggression. You can see Snare's going to go down for the 4th time. He's got 0 kills here. Not really holding up his end of the bargain.
Yeah, he's on sale, man. And everybody's sticking for that sale price. And Tower has been having a massive day in terms of map pressure, how active he is throughout all maps. And into the bait spot in the B site. After his teammate does go down, you can go down behind the double box. I think Anubis waiting this one out, thinking there would be somewhat of a rotation from the back, looking for those easy free kills. That's not happening.
Oh man, just going out from the bait spots. Easily able to take him out. Yusef playing more of a passive role. Not going to just run out there. Looking for the pistol kill and will not be able to pick that one up. Penta pick up a 3rd round. And they're looking good so far here on GR.
And now Anubis again. Somebody in a trouble. Let's focus where Jaguar and Snare. They've been moving around together often. So far, the room actually being controlled. The center passage being controlled by Terror. He's not peeking out. And,
I would be really concerned if I were Anubis pushing in here.
yeah, Pew at that bait spot gets 2.
Yeah. And Jin is still alive. I mean, if you don't kill this guy, he's probably he's just going to have an insane day and shut down all of your hopes and dreams. Snare is alone in the corner with the sniper. He gets 1. Trying to poke up here. And will go down in the end. That is 4 rounds now to the side of Penta. And you can see they're doing it pretty easily. A lot of these rounds aren't, you know, super close ones where they have to go for retakes or anything. I don't think we've seen the bomb down more than twice, as Anubis have been struggling to get some entries onto the bomb sites.
So maybe even without checking A top, and very likely, you know, Jin's up there. Unless he's actually all the way back in GR spawn, looking for those bridge hits. So keep few smokes up bridge, at least 1 at the bottom. Whoa.
Yeah. You know, maybe they were sleeping on Ankara, and then they woke up. They took over, and just really making it look easy so far up against Anubis. Anubis maybe having the wind taken out of their sails after going down in the golden round.
There's Terror again in the bait spot. Behind the plant box, but not even needed because Nuke is bringing all the kills.
Man. Yeah. Just shooting him down easy around the corner. Jump shot from Terror. Gonna take him out. And that is now 5-1 here for Penta. Speeding along on port, and it hasn't been much of a competitive bout just yet.
Just a solo, a single round for Anubis. Now, how do they open up? Did like the first push, where they pretend like it's a B push, leave 1 open, and then go towards the bridge. Also, the other way seems okay too. We'll leave 1 at the bridge, the other 4 towards the B site. if there's a member that's feeling great for the day or for the map, you have to force him out of the comfortable spot. So, which gives you less choice in terms of strategy, but sometimes you just have to make that choice. And that's how you start breaking into the offense.
Yeah. And sometimes those players that are having a good day, they just get better and better. The more confident they get, the more aggressive they begin to play with how well they're playing. It's just a positive reinforcement cycle.
It depends on the shot caller, but it's not just about your pride. It's how quickly you actually catch who's having a bad day, who's having a good day, so you can have an easier time making those entry.
Flash grenade.
And for now, Anubis, okay, again going for what worked before.
Yeah, eventually they do this, and man, just getting the spray down Pew. He's also having such a lovely day. Nuke able to come around the corner. Yusef and Snare are pushing in, but down will go another Nuke with the double kill. He is looking for that tap with the pistol, and he is just barely going to pull it off now. 6-1 here on Port GR. This is all Penta's map all the time so far.
Yeah, Anubis tried the same, but this time with a different member. Encountering from bridge also was a slower approach, giving Penta to be ready with at least two members towards the bridge side. Jin also had the side angle covered from a top. So Anubis, if they try something like that again, it should be a little faster, I think. Or the other way into B site. And so far, a top was lost all the time.
Rain waiting in the spot. He's actually going to be shot down by Monkey.
But Pew still keeping himself right next to the sideway.
Nice little start there for Pew, who does net his 10th kill so far in the 8th round. Jaguar waiting. He didn't even react there. It
Yeah,
looks like.
pretty bad timing there.
Yeah.
Because he just checked that there's no one in the B entrance about 2 seconds ago.
Jin, oh man. Snake comes in here. And now it's all up to Pew. Again, he is another one of these guys having a big day, but it is 2-on-1. He's able to get the one, but down he does go. Anubis finally able to net themselves a second kill on the round, that is. And it wasn't easy. Did come with Monkey getting that first kill and then a double kill from Yusef. But they get the job done.
And Anubis, after opening up into B, they should have a feeling. Okay, this time Pew's not able to handle 3 men. Looking right at A-Long.
Just catching him off guard there. He also trying to go back to a strategy that has worked.
And then pressuring A-Long with 2 men. Penta's having some really creative strategy and bold plays.
Yeah, look at this. Rain is just behind them all. Just lining them
Hey
up.
guys,
He's just going to follow them.
He's gonna pretend like he's their allies.
And you
Guys,
can
wait
see
for me. I'm coming too.
everybody's stacking B on the side of
This
Penta.
might be a highlight.
There is the spray, making 3. Yusef, though, is able to get a couple. And Snare is making it interesting. Jin left in the back of the site. And now we got a 1-on-1.
Finally, a sniper 1v1, but it might just be a pistol.
Oh, it's going to come down to the pistol, and that is going to be Snare with 2 HP. Nicely done by him, and they end up getting 3 rounds here on Blacklist. It's not terrible. There's a chance for Anubis to slowly come back in this one.
Again, 6-3. This reminds me of something that just happened.
Yeah. Except this time it is on GR.
And also on Port.
Well, we're going to have to remake this one, as it looks like somebody was having a technical issue. And, yeah, generally we've been really fast about getting back into the game, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue to get back into this one.
I think one of PENTA's member? Or a new, I think it's, never mind, it's actually one of PENTA, yeah, PENTA's member. You're getting a disconnection before any more damage into the next round, so we'll just do a quick redo. And go into the second half. As I think this time would be a lot more important for PENTA because they are in a massive lead. And they can also get a lot of control from the GR. Depends where all they have to do is just let Jin free. Just unleash him and just, okay, you ask him where he wants to go and just follow him. That's all you need to do right now.
Yeah. Just get an opening kill. Maybe just send him A long every time and see if he can win a sniper battle. And then go from there. You know, you don't have to commit. Just get the one kill and then, I don't know, maybe go mid to sideway and then go back to A. Definitely a lot of strategies when you have a guy that is on fire like that. Also, Pew is having quite the fantastic map at the same time. So if you're looking for a rifleman who wants to open things up and get aggressive, you could look towards him. Definitely a lot of tools for PENTA, as they have looked very dominant. It was a 6-3 in the end, but a lot of the rounds were very one-sided. So it's part of the reason why we're feeling like PENTA are the favorites to take this map.
It seems like it, but we've seen some late comebacks for Anubis on all kinds of maps, except for the first one where it was pretty dominant by Anubis. PENTA didn't really get too many rounds. But just having all the players join back into the lobby and then getting things ready to go. It seems like one of the members from Anubis just joined, getting it ready for the final moments.
Seems like he was having a little bit of trouble. But making it back in now. Everybody is ready to go, and the map is loading up as we speak, so shouldn't be too much longer. As last time around yesterday, we had the 2-1 in the beginning, and it was the slow comeback from PENTA, or PENTA started off with the win and then slow comeback from Golden V. So I'm curious to see how this one is going to end up.
And also Golden V going to play the next map against Anubis right after. So with this many maps, this many rounds being played, might be somewhat of a fatigue going for Anubis right after against Golden V, a very strong team. So we'll have to see. Of course, for most of the players, you would just say, okay, it's 1-2 match. It can't be that much tiring. But when you're playing competitive matches, like 1-2 maps are actually going to drain you out.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And, I mean, obviously the pros, they are playing a ton, so their stamina should be better than the average player. But at the same time, as you mentioned, the competitive matches, pretty difficult to handle. As here comes the aggression from Anubis. Monkey going to start off with a kill. Not the first time I've said that. Nuke spots one. And they're just going to potentially wait here in the bait spot. Does Snake, but he does get taken out in the end. Jin gets a double kill with the sniper. This guy is pretty insane right now. Just able to poke out and take them both down over there.
He was actually far away, poked into that angle, got those kills. Your sniper gets a lot of those kills through the smoke, but without the smoke, it's a lot easier. Yeah, Snare just poking into that B central long.
Well, Snare has chosen this time to show up and get that really nice flick shot. As here on BL, Pew quite low. You could see Jaguar just trying to spray him down here. But Pew is not going to accept that one-on-one straight up when he has such little HP.
Anubis now traveling around the map, but into the bridge where both of the members for PENTA, who was controlling bridge, now going into the B site, which is open.
They can come down here and try to hold this back area. Maybe hold some passive bait spots and try to catch them off guard.
Yeah, love the spot. There's no escape from that spot once you are found, but only against 2-member. I think Pew feels confident enough.
The flash is perfect. Popping out, they're going to get one. Pew is not able to hold on to it. And this bomb will be defused as Anubis will take the first round after the switch. Nicely done here, Jaguar. Down to 19 HP, but he gets 2 kills and he takes away this bomb.
I think that was close, but a really nice flash to blind Pew there. At least buying 2 more seconds before they dive in. That was also close though, only about 19 HP left. Yeah, Pew could have been a savior for Penta, but still 2 more rounds up.
They're going to get onto the site there. Snake in the back. Able to get 1 back for his team, but the bomb is going to go down eventually. Not just yet. Monkey coming all the way in from behind, trying to get aggressive, but Rain is able to shut him down. So does Snake. As now Snare, the only one left here. He's actually going to be able to pull off the defense somehow as he gets a double kill there. And he is making this, once again, very even for the side of Anubis.
And actually pretty quick. Even though Penta's losing round, I do like their momentum. They're pushing in hard, knowing their respawns are pretty quick into the B site. Not giving too much time for backup for Anubis to come. Anubis controlling the B entrance. And good idea here for Penta to not poke in at all. As those could have been starting kills for the riflers.
Oh, that grenade should have done a nice amount of damage. Just maneuvering on Snare. As I said before, he has chosen this time to show up, picks up the double kill, and makes it look easy up here. In comes Rain, he's going to spray it, see what he can do. Not much they can do at that position, and Anubis have tied it up 3 rounds in a row now, and they have the momentum in this entire match.
And coming back strong 3 in a row. Penta, it's not like they're lost to what to do. Yeah, their teamwork after going in has been, the focus has been a little lower compared to the first half. Controls the passage. Not going into B again, but just into the bridge. Directly and to A site. You expect Snare to be there. Pretty good timing by Monkey to further delay the attack.
You see he's still looking for an angle, actually spots them there, gets the headshot onto Nuke, hears them coming in, and gets his own double kill. And you can see that he's going to try to stem this one, but Jin, he's trying to keep the hopes alive. He's going to switch over to the AK and says, I'm going to handle this myself, guys, if you're not going to support me. And you see Snare, I think, didn't spot him. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he's going to get shot down, and now it's a one-on-one straight up. Jin going to be able to get this this bomb down onto A if he so desires.
It won't take that much time. Jaguar knowing that he's off to an AK. Going slowly.
Spots him here, Jin. Waiting for the timing. Jumps up and gets shot down. Jaguar 4-1 now is having a really nice side here on GR. Doing a little bit of a celebratory gun knife switch there towards the end. And looking pretty good. That's 4 in a row now for the side of Anubis. And actually, I think they got 2 in a row when they were on Blacklist towards the end, right? So that's 6 rounds in a row, potentially, for Anubis Gaming.
I think you're correct. Anubis Gaming just doing so well. In defense, especially the retakes. After taking down a few of the sniper members. Yeah, Jin being okay at peeking, but Snare actually finally popping up for the team. Yeah, telling the world there is a reason why he's in the team. Now getting ready for this massive push. Anubis, they do have 2 member back up from the bridge.
That was a really quick shot from Jaguar, and you can see they just back away, don't want to get overwhelmed. Jaguar's going to get another one. The guy has been clean here after the swap. Rain not even able to get much done there. And now it is only the bomb that they do have to take care of. Easily going to take this one and take another round, 8-6, and make that 7 rounds in a row. Anubis are just running away with this one. And there hasn't been much of a response so far from Penta.
Especially Nuke, who has been explosive in the first 2 maps. Quite unusual all of a sudden, but this map is giving a lot more headaches towards Penta. To the trade.
Just going to back away from that one. Jaguar has done a good job of defending from that side room. And now we got 3 members of Anubis waiting for him here as one will get shot down. Rain trying to get up there and get some vision, gets shot down.
Still 2 members, but Pew and Nuke. These 2 are the scary duo from the team. Yes, now Anubis leaves A side open, thinking that because of 2 riflers, higher chances that they go B.
But the bomb is going to go down on A, and the rotation is coming in from Anubis immediately. They don't want to waste any time with this one. As let's see how they decide to enter in here. Just looking for some bait spots first.
As you do have to use that flash for a bottom. Right next to water tank.
The snare's going to open up with a nice shot. Nuke is going to also get shot down from the pistol of Snare. Perhaps he heard us because he has totally turned this map around. And now they only need 1 more, and Anubis will run away with the map.
Just so close as Penta, in this case, should try anything if they can. Snare coming out clutch, finally, in the last half. And Jin can strike back, but he's off to all the side. 2 of the members in B site. Oh, but Snare.
He's so consistent now. A miss there from Jin, and finally Snare is going to be taken out by Terror. As now he's going to push, try to take the unexpected angle, but down he will go, and that is going to finally be the victory over to